Half a day, Flosstube.
I'm Little One. And I'm Eldest.
And I'm Lynette here at Homesteading on the Home Front. As you can see, we don't have our usual backdrop. We are enjoying one last staycation before we leave the island. And so we are in Tuman with a lovely ocean view, and so we wanted to share that with you. So we're hoping that you can hear us okay over the noises. We're hoping you can see us okay, but we wanted to share this beautiful part of the island with you before we left. So it's going to be a quick video. We didn't bring a lot of the stuff that we could have showed you. We'll be doing that probably next week or the week after. But we had a finishing weekend last weekend, and so we wanted to share those with you. I'm not going to do a drawing for the giveaways. I didn't bring my birthday box from Donna Ray. So all that stuff we'll share with you next time. All right, let's do it. So the other thing I need to say is that we don't have our usual setup. Usually we have a mirror behind the camera so that we can see what you see. So probably you'll only get 2 out of the 3 of us at a time, so that the third person can be in back of the camera helping us to make sure you see what you need to see. So first up, we're going to do FFOs. We have our handy magic bag here.
First one is Orchard House. I finished it. It's Mom's design, and I added the little smoke at the top. This was for a school project, and it looks pretty nice finished. This is the back. Mom made me do it all by myself, so my hard work.
What did your teacher think of it?
She loved it. She was amazed that I made it, and the next one is Angels We Have Heard on High. It's either Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm not sure. But that's Eldest, Little One, and Lynette. Red backing, red fluffy stuff. This one you haven't seen, I worked on it. This is a bird. We got it off the internet, the backing.
I'll post the link to that pattern in the show notes.
The next one is Snowbirds, Willy and Wonky. Adorable as ever. We used this crystal necklace on one of my other projects. And this one I made for Mom's birthday. I made it in secret because I know she loves doll horses. I made a doll horse. It's made to look like one that we own. Green backing.
And now it's my turn. First up, we have this little bird ornament that I made. It's from one of the issues of Just Cross Stitch Ornaments. And again, I'll put that information in the show notes. I didn't bring anything along with me as far as where projects came from. I also finished this one. I stitched it, I remember stitching this on the plane when we were flying to or from Guam in 2016. It's one of the few things I stitched on the plane because I have a hard time stitching and it's getting wonky. But again, I will post the information about this little one. The thing that I didn't like about this is I whip stitched the chenille on. And because the chenille is variegated, like, you can see my whip stitching. So I need to figure out a better way to do that. I showed this one to you last time. This came out of one of the Christmas books that I got out of Hirschner's. I stitched it over one. It was a pain in the tuchus because Hirschner's did not provide a template. So I had to do this all by myself, and I did not enjoy it, but it's done and I like it. You've seen this one before, just not finished. This is the Blackbird Designs ornament I had been working on from, I think it was 2010, Just Cross Stitch. But that's all stitched up. I really like how this one came out. And then the last of my ornaments, you saw it a long time ago. This is Ho Ho Ho, again from one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. All right, so what's next on the list?
FOs.
All right, little one gets to talk about her FOs.
I have two. So this first one is Fantasy that I charted. I'm gonna have to go over the words again, but for now it's good. And the second one is the one that I designed. And it says only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. And then there's a little Albert right there.
She designed Albert all by herself.
So at first the hair was too light and it kind of blended with his skin, but I didn't want to take it out, so I just used one strand of a darker gray and went over it, and I think it looks really good. So yeah, those are our FOs.
All right, Eldest, do you want to talk about your whip?
So I am still working on the rainfill. I actually have the words done. You can see I made a few changes to the spelling of gray. I made it EY instead of AY. I made the girl's hair longer and I changed a few colors. I believe this umbrella was supposed to be the brown of the bird.
And if this is a good shot, because I think you can see the variegation in the lettering. Eldest, do you want to tell them what color of fancy floss you use to get that variegation in the lettering?
I actually used 3 different shades of DMC floss, and I just did that variation by myself using the various colors.
Came out great. It's looking really good. So she's just got the top border and the bottom border, and she's going to be good to go. All right.
Alrighty, my whip is from my Big Toe Designs. It's supposed to be many different colors, but I'm using 4 different shades of purple. It's called His Gift, and this is what I have on it so far. And this needle minder, I made it in art class with a 3D pen. It's a watermelon. I'm so happy that I now have a watermelon needle minder.
My turn for whips. I have one very little start. How beautiful is that? It's going to be one of the,
Don't show the chart. No, don't show the chart.
well, I'm trying, hold on. We're a hot mess this morning. Okay, so it's going to be this tree right here. This is from the Just Cross Stitch December 2017 edition. There's also this one right here and the stag, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make those because I don't love them as much as the tree, but we'll see how the tree comes out. I'm just stitching it over one on a random piece of gray that I had in my stash. So that'll be quick. I'm also working on a secret stitch that I can't tell you about because it's for an exchange. So I will definitely take pictures or maybe do a quick pre-recorded video before I mail it off, because I think it's going to come out beautiful and I want to share it with you. So that's it as far as our FFOs and our whips. I do want to talk to you about some sales that are coming up. Sally Spencer starts in a couple of days, May 1st, so I'm looking forward to that. The Quaker Handiwork is going to start on June 23rd, and then there's one more that I wanted to announce. Hold on. So this is my only purchase from Market. I think it was Teresa who was saying that this one didn't get much attention, and I agree with her. It's my favorite Market release. So this is Anna Grader. I just love her, and so she was calling out to be sold. So August 1st, I think, is going to be the the start date for that one. I think I am going to stitch her on this piece of parchment that I got from Lori at Not Forgotten Farm. And I have some of her colors, not all of them, but some of them. And they're actually really beautiful. So you can see there. I need to add, I think, a white and a blackish color. So I invite you to join us if you have Anna Grader. If you want to stitch Anna Grader, please feel free to join us. That won't be starting until August, so you have plenty of time to get your stuff for that. And I think that's all for now. Like I said, we just wanted to share with you the beauty of Guam. It's very early in the morning. The water park isn't even open yet, but we're going to spend the rest of the morning relaxing by the pool. I am reading Major Pettigrew's Last Stand, which was a very popular book club selection from years ago, and I never got to reading it. And so I figured, in an effort to clear off my shelves, I'm trying to read the books that I've had for a while. So I'm going to be reading that book. I will let you know how it is. The girls will be either stitching or reading or splashing in the water park. So until we see you next time, we wish you fair winds and following seas.